everyone. Welcome to this week's new consultant business launch. I'm Jen Laurie, Executive Director with Epicure, and I am so excited that you've decided to jump on and support your friend or family member who just started a brand new Epicure business. So we're going to show you our #1 favorite cooking class. It is a Mexican meal. It is a little Mexican fiesta, making chicken fajitas and salsa and guacamole and even a dessert, and we're gonna do it all in under 20 minutes. So good food real fast is Epicure's mission. It is to get good food on the table fast for all people. So we're on a mission to help 20 million families throughout Canada and the USA to get healthier, and we want to bring our products into people's homes so that we can make good food more accessible to all people. So we're going to jump right in and get started. And so first of all, we are going to cook chicken fajitas in this purple silicone steamer. It is a waterless steamer. It goes in the microwave, oven, and dishwasher. It is safe in all of those things, and it uses the water molecules in the food to cook the food. It's amazing, and it makes the speediest, most delicious food because it actually seals in and locks in the nutrients in the food, so you get this delicious, vibrant, flavorful food that is still juicy and delicious. So first thing we've got is our chicken. We've got our chicken all cut up in the steamer, ready to go. That's the only prep I did ahead, was just cutting up a couple of chicken breasts in there. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna dive right in and get our fajita seasoning onto our chicken. We're gonna cut up some peppers and some red onions to go along with that. So we have our ceramic chef knives. We actually have 2, and this one is the paring knife. It actually comes in our business kit for our new consultants. And then we have the chef one, which is my favorite knife. I have several of them in the kitchen, and this is the one that I use as my go-to knife. So when you're using a ceramic knife, what's really awesome is it's actually sharper than steel. It's sharper than steel, and so it slices through really easily. You're gonna see when I make the salsa that the tomatoes just slide right through. And so I'm just gonna cut the pepper here. I'm gonna slice it into sticks here and get it right into the steamer. And then we're gonna cut up some red onions as well. So with the ceramic blade, one of the things that's really cool is it also will slow down the oxidization process. So when you use a steel knife, what happens often is the steel reacts with the fruit or vegetable that you're cutting, and it speeds up the oxidization process. So you get that browning of your apples, browning of lettuce, stuff like that. So taking the steel out of the equation, using the ceramic blade, it helps that process from not happening, and so your apples and such you can cut and they won't turn brown so fast. So I love our ceramic knives. They are a must-have for everybody in the kitchen. Okay, so we've cut that up. We're going to cut up some red onion as well. So we don't need a whole red onion. This red onion is super huge. I just need a small bit of it to slice up. So I'm just going to slice that into small little strips and get that in there. Alright, so we've got our peppers and our onions and our chicken. You don't need any oil, so it's a really great way to cook your food that isn't going to add the extra fats into your diet that might not be as healthy for you. And so we're going to use the fajita seasoning. One of the awesome things about our fajita seasoning is it doesn't have all the extras that your store-bought ones will have. Your store brand ones will have things like artificial flavors, colors, MSG, so much sodium. I know the lowest sodium one I've been able to find from the grocery store is about 1,300 milligrams of sodium. That versus ours is like 20 milligrams of sodium. So 20 to like 1,300, it's a big difference. We also have a 4-in-1 spice spoon that came in your new consultant's business kit. And what's great about it is, see, it fits in the jar just like so. So you can scoop out a full tablespoon really easily. We like it a little spicier, so I'm gonna add a little bit of extra. And then what you do is you just give it a shake and you pop it in the microwave for, I'm gonna say about 6 minutes. And then while that's happening, we're gonna make up the rest of our meal. And by the end of it, it's gonna all be cooked. So super, super fast, right? Okay, put that in there. Okay, so next up, we're going to make some, actually I'm gonna mix up our chocolate pudding really quickly because it just needs a few minutes to set. See how sharp that knife is? So, so sharp. Okay, so all I have to do is dump the chocolate pudding mix right in there. This chocolate pudding mix is actually dairy-free, so it's one of the few dairy-free options in the grocery store when you compare it to the ones in the grocery store. And you can use any kind of milk, so a nut milk, a rice milk, an oat milk, whatever it is you want to use, you can use that to mix it up and it will thicken. So just simple ingredients, just organic coconut palm sugar, modified tapioca starch, organic cocoa powder, and sea salt. That's it. That's the only ingredients in there. It's also gluten-free. It's part of the non-GMO verification project as well, so it is awesome. And one of the reasons why we chose to use coconut palm sugar is it's actually lower on the glycemic index, which means it's not going to spike your blood sugars the same way cane sugar might do. So what you have to do is just add that milk, so 2 cups of milk. I love these prep bowls. These little prep bowls come in our New Consultants business kit, and it's super convenient because all we have to do, because there's measurements right on the side, we can use that as a measuring tool. I also use it to serve my desserts in because it really helps with the portions to get a better, healthier sized portion of desserts. So then once we've got that measured out, all we have to do is whisk that together. So you can hand whisk it, or you can use a mixing tool, whatever you prefer, but both work really easy. So this chocolate pudding actually has about half the amount of the sugar that you would normally find in chocolate puddings and a fraction of the sodium. So I was super surprised when I learned how much sodium comes in store-bought chocolate pudding. So this really makes it a lot healthier option for you. And then of course you can control that caloric intake by the types of milk that you add also. Okay, so super easy, whisk together in just a couple minutes, and then I just set it aside and it will thicken up and be ready within a matter of minutes. So that's how fast that is. So really easy for the kids to get involved and be able to do that as well. And then, okay, so we're gonna do the salsa and the guacamole. Super easy, super fast. So I've got my avocado here. I'm going to slice that up. I'm hoping it's ripe enough. I forgot to take it out last night, so it's a little bit soft, or not soft, it's a little bit hard. So I'm hoping it works out for us here. But you'll still get the picture of how easy it is. So I'm just squeezing this out here. It's a little bit rough on there, but it's coming, it's coming. Cut that out. Perfect. And then I just squeeze it and get the pit out. It is a little harder than I would like, but that's okay. It will not be a soft, mushy guacamole, that's for sure. We might have a little bit of chunks in there, but I've got a trick that I can do to make that work. Getting a little messy over here. It's all good. And then I will put it in there and we'll be all ready to go. Okay. Okay, for our salsa, so I'm just going to leave that for a minute and then we're going to grab our salsa. So you can use fresh tomatoes or canned tomatoes for the salsa. I have these cherry tomatoes that I'm using. So all of you have to do is chop up tomatoes and stick it in the bowl. We do some fresh squeezed lime juice and we can make that salsa up. So super easy, super fast. All of our recipes are just easy like this. We have meal solution packages, we have the meal kits, we have meal planners, and our meal planners all come with grocery lists, which makes it super easy to do meal planning. For me, that's the time consuming part that makes me not want to do meal planning, is going through and figuring out the grocery list. That piece is really daunting to me. So I love that Epicure's come out with all these meal plans with grocery lists included. It just simplifies the process so much more. So with the salsa, super easy. I'm just gonna make a little bit of salsa. So I'm just gonna make about a cup worth of salsa. So you can make as much or as little as you want also, so you can have that fresh salsa, right? It does stay really good in the fridge also, so it will stay in the fridge for quite some time, and it gets, you know, the flavor just keeps getting stronger and stronger as you leave it in the fridge as well. So I've got our Poco Picante salsa mix, way less sugar and salt than in the store brand versions. So I'm just gonna stick a teaspoon in there. That's all it takes, is a teaspoon. And it is quite spicy, so the recipe on the back is actually a little bit stronger. I go with a little bit less on there. And then with our guacamole, we're going to do the same thing. We're gonna use our guacamole mix and stick just a couple teaspoons in there. And then I'm gonna squeeze some fresh squeezed lime juice with our 2-in-1 citrus press. So we have a 2-in-1 citrus press that helps us to squeeze the fresh lemons and limes. So you just put it in with the open side down and you squeeze it over top, and you'll see you get all the juice out. So that's great. So it flips it right inside out. You get all the juice out of there. And I'm gonna stick the other half into the guacamole. And then I'm going to just stir those up. So really simple, customizable. You could add things like beans, corn, you could make a fruit salsa. I like to use the salsa mix even to just spice up my chili a little bit more, to give that little bit of extra heat. And then, because my avocado is a little harder, I'm actually just gonna chop it with a knife a little bit first, so it makes it easier to mash it with the fork. So of course, if you had a ripe avocado, you would have no problem at all just sticking your fork right in there and mashing it up. My avocado is a little bit less ripe, so I am just chopping it up. And then if it doesn't mash up too well, at least we're still gonna have that delicious flavor, and it's gonna be seasoned with all the seasoning. And I'm telling you, I never used to like guacamole until I tried Epicure's guacamole. So it is definitely one that I think everybody needs to try, even if you don't think you like guacamole. I say give it a try, because you just never know. You might find that you love it. So I'm gonna leave my guacamole just like that, because I think that that will work much better than trying to mash it up. So you see, it looks great. I'm gonna check on that chicken. So we've got the chicken, and I'm just sticking it on our, we have this roll-up rack, which has got silicone that comes right, it goes right on the countertop, so you can use it. So you see the steam. And I'm just going to give that a stir, and I'll show you what it looks like. It's all done, all ready to go. So it's all cooked in 6 minutes. So easy. Check it out. So easy. And then we have our salsa and our guacamole. And we'll take a look at the chocolate pudding here. I'll grab the spoon. And you can see how the chocolate pudding has come together. You throw some fruit and our Cocoa Crunch topper on that. That is a delicious, healthier dessert for you. So really, really simple, Rada ready in 20 minutes or less. We have 6 different meal kits. We've got tons of different meal plans and grocery lists, all kinds of things, lots of different cooking classes to try. I really, really recommend that the best way to support your new consultant is to host a class for them. When you host a class, you get to invite more people to learn about Epicure's Good Food Movement. You get to be that one to introduce them to a meal solution that is going to save them the headache every week when they're trying to figure out what's for dinner and what's the family going to like. These meals are very, very family friendly, and the whole family, there's just something for everyone. I love, love, love being able to share this, and I am so excited that you're here to support your friend or family member who just signed up with Epicure. And the best way to support them is to hold your own virtual cooking class so that they can get started right away and start sharing and practicing their own cooking classes in their kitchen. So thank you so, so much for joining us. I really appreciate that you are here. And if you have any questions, you will definitely comment down below, and we will be sure to answer your questions for you. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful evening.